I'm in the queue for the booster vaccine. I especially want my booster because Tom is immunocompromised. He got his booster, well, he got his third dose, I think in November, because of being immunocompromised. But so yeah, it's raining and we're all still standing here. So it goes way down there and then snakes back around. You can see an umbrella now. Yeah. Just watching some podcasts here and rolling up another yarn for my staple sweater. And I think I didn't ever show you my yarns for it. Here is my selection of my Christmassy yarns, sparkly, etc. for the staple sweater. All really special yarns. And they're differing weights and so on. The jumper is to, you're supposed to have about 5 inches of positive ease, which is good to go for because, you're putting all your different weights together, which I have done a lot in shawls where it doesn't matter so much. But you're going to be playing around a lot with the jumper. Do a swatch. And this is the really special yarn to me by Carrie of My Wool Mitten from Corriedale. I'm pretty sure she raises Corriedales specifically for wool. And this is mill spun. She does hand spin. But I think this might be one of her Corriedale's mill spun. Carrie, tell me if I'm wrong. If not, it's just a lovely mill spun Corriedale with sparkle. And that's a sport weight, which is not a weight we get here much. Then this lovely yarn here from the Seven Sisters Farm, but I got through Melissa of Knitting the Stash, her Flock online shop. These are all small breed wool farms from the US. These beautiful jewel toes. So I'm going to just play around. It's going to be fun. I probably won't have this done in time for Christmas. Okay, here's my preliminary plan. These are some yarns I got at Goodwill, so I don't know what they are. But they are, I have to weigh them, but they're going to be around 400 meters, I think, because they seem like a full skein of fingering. So there'll be a good bit of that. These are kind of a sport weight, I think, and then these are fingering as well. So we'll start off with these held, and then this one will run out probably first. Then I'll transition into this one. This one will probably keep going into here, but when we'll go this. So like basically, there's going to be a consistent color, although when we get to the one I got from the Flock farm shop, that the color will be slightly different and it won't have sparkle. So we'll go into that, and then we'll go into this here. Yeah, so these are ones I definitely want to make sure I get in. The greens, to bringing in the Christmas tones, and I don't know if I'll get that lovely one in or not, but sure, I'll see. This far on it, and what I'm doing is I'm holding these different ones together to make a bulky weight. Now I had a mini that was very similar to this, and I just ran out of it, so I'm just currently winding up this absolutely gorgeous skein, which was the 100-gram finish to my advent calendar last year from Felt Fusion. Just love that. And she is a UK based yarn dyer, so I'm doing that. And Sarah of Day to Day Knits, who is the one that started telling me about this, or on her podcast, is doing a live at 5 p.m. Irish GMT today, Saturday. This is my best to join in. Let me turn this around. And also on that vlog, I think it's December 9th or 10th, she's making a little tree ornament, knitting it, and I just thought that was really cute. And she's stuffing it with different things like cloves and a cinnamon stick to make potpourri. And it looks quite simple. Like you kind of can make it, she's making it kind of in real time, a lot of it. So if you are a newer knitter, you might want to look at that, because it could be something that you could make. Because I know when I was a newer knitter, I wanted to make different ornaments, but like trying to do a ball and stuff was just a little beyond me anyway. So I'm just still sat in the bed after queue to get my booster. Really made shit on my back and my fibromyalgia, so I'm just recovering here. It's not something that I put in vlogs, but the different spinal things. But yeah, it's often a part of my day, every day. That's okay. But I'm so pleased to get my booster. I'm really glad. It was the first day it was open for 50s, for people in their 50s. And it also was a walk-in. So like there was, like when I arrived at 9:05, it opened at 9. There must have been 150 people there, and of course in the rain, in that queue, because they only had 7 people vaccinating. But you know, we were all just wanting to get our vaccination, our booster. I just started really struggling because standing is very hard for me to stand up still, especially like waiting in the line. So I was starting to go, oh God, you know, I think I need some help here, but I didn't want to like make a fuss or draw attention to myself. But at one point, one of the helpers came up and asked, you know, I was probably only 20 minutes away from the end of the queue then, but they were around, and she, you know, they come and ask you the different questions they have to ask you, and she asked me, was I okay? Because I probably looked like I was not okay. And I said, oh, I'll be okay once I can sit down. And she asked me how long I was waiting, and at that point it had been about just under 2 hours, I'd say. So she let me skip. She went and brought me in, and got me a chair and let me skip the queue. So I skipped probably about the last 20 minutes, and everybody was so nice about it. Like, yeah. So I'm really grateful for that. So, yeah, a lot of that was my own fault for not speaking up sooner and saying, I think I need some help. Not like I was wanting to necessarily skip the queue, but it was, you know, outside the hospital, because I remember thinking, they must have a wheelchair somewhere that I can sit in. But, you know, you don't like to be like, hello, until you're nearly completely on the ground. Right? Are you the same? I bet a lot of people are the same when they're ill or whatever, or if they have a disability. You're not wanting to call attention to yourself until it's nearly too late sometimes, and that's just foolish. And I've learned not to do that in my own sort of personal life, but out in public, yeah, I obviously am not too good at doing that and just protecting myself and being smart. So anyway, yeah, speak up. You guys, if you need to, speak up and say, I need some assistance, because people are by and large, you know, especially somewhere like that in a healthcare system, you know, they want to help. So anyways, that's the public service announcement for today. Okay, friends, let's go ahead and open day 11 of my Robin's Promise yarn advent, and we'll light the candle today for knowing when to ask for help before you're kind of really stretched, and being brave enough to ask for help, and thankful to the helpers, the people that do help, and the people that notice when you need help and you're just too whatever to ask. You're too afraid to ask, or you're too proud to ask, or you're too uncertain. Or thank you for the people that help, and well done to all of you out there that are able to ask for help and are starting to ask for help. And let's ask for help when we need it. Okay. Ooh, this is lovely. Now, because it's now almost 4 o'clock in the evening, it's closing in. But I hope you can see these colors. So this is like some purple, some deep purples. There's greens, there's blues. And let's see. This is the long winter's nap. So this is Pa and his Ma and her kerchief, and I and my cap. Yes, indeed. Had just settled down to a long winter's nap. And indeed it is. Look at that. I mean, I just love this. This is so fun to look in here and match up the yarn. There's all the whites and the cream of the bed, and the greens and the purples, the blues. And there's even the little flash of sort of the pinky reds there that Ma has got her kerchief on. So that's really lovely. Let's go hang it up together. 12 is in a special package. I don't know if there's anything special about that, but we're halfway there. Alrighty, friends, I hope you enjoyed that Vlogmas. I hope if there was a little, message in there about asking for help that resonated with you, you will take that on board, and if not, just ignore it. Yeah, so thank you. I know a lot of you folks are helpers, so thank you very much. Those of you that aren't afraid to ask for help, well, thank you, because you make it then easier for the rest of us. When we see other people asking for help, then it can embolden us to ask for help when we need it. So, well done to all of us, right? Take care, friends. Happy Vlogmas.